At 3 a.m., the screaming match next door made it impossible to sleep. I lay there staring at the ceiling, fighting the urge to go over there and strangle the whole family. Finally, I gave up and popped half a sleeping pill. By 7 a.m., I was dragging myself to work with a splitting headache. As I stumbled down the hallway, I overheard the neighbors gossiping in hushed, frantic tones. Did you hear? Midnight last night, everyone in apartment 5B was slaughtered. I froze in my tracks. I live in 5A. When my alarm had gone off earlier, something felt off. The air in the apartment felt heavy, wrong, but I didn't have time to dwell on it. I had to get to the office. Stepping out my front door, the metallic tang of blood hit me instantly. Police tape crisscrossed the door of 5B. A crowd of uniformed officers blocked the hallway. I accidentally locked eyes with an older detective. His gaze was sharp, cutting through me like a scalpel. I just stared back, blank-faced, my eyes barely open from exhaustion. The sleeping pill hangover was real. I felt like I was floating in a fog. Honestly, I didn't care if the people in 5B were dead. Good riddance. I fantasized about killing them every single day, every night. At midnight, like clockwork, they started their noise. I work in high-pressure e-commerce, and I suffer from severe insomnia and neurasthenia. They were torturing me. I'd written polite notes. They ignored them. I called the cops twice, but the second the police left, the husband from 5B would pound on my door, screaming obscenities. It was you, wasn't it, you bitch? Open up. I've got a cure for your insomnia right here. He'd hammer on my door with a baseball bat, terrifying me into silence. I wanted to move, but my landlord held my security deposit hostage. I had to finish the year lease. So if 5B is dead, I don't care how it happened. I'm just glad I might finally get some sleep. Down in the lobby, the gossip was spreading like wildfire. Did you hear? 5B whole family dead. Really? I heard it was around 1 a.m. A chill ran down my spine. Wait, if they died at midnight or 1 a.m., why did I hear them fighting at 3 a.m.? An elderly woman, Mrs. Higgins, chimed in. I was up early for the market. I saw the bodies when they wheeled them out. Lord have mercy, it was gruesome. The husband had his eyes stabbed out, face covered in blood. The wife had a knife in her chest. I gasped, the fog in my brain clearing instantly. I have a weak stomach. I can't handle blood or horror. Hearing the details made me nauseous. I covered my ears, rushed out of the building, and squeezed onto a crowded subway car, trying to drown out the world. That evening, I got home late, exhausted. I opened my laptop to put in some unpaid overtime when a knock echoed through my apartment. Police, open up. My heart skipped a beat. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've never had the cops at my door, but considering I shared a wall with a murder scene, it made sense. I opened the door. A young officer and the older detective from this morning stood there, sizing me up. Can I help you? He stammered. The older detective, Detective Miller, smiled tightly. Just routine questions, ma'am. Don't be nervous. You want to come in? It's a bit messy, I offered. Here is fine. You are Emily Vance? What do you do for a living? How long have you lived here? Do you live alone? Yes, I work in a commerce operations. Been here 6 months. I live alone. Where were you last night at midnight? I grabbed my laptop and showed them the timestamp. 12:06 a.m. I just finished work, shut the computer, and went to bed. The young officer scribbled in his notepad, so after midnight, you were alone with no alibi. I frowned. Technically, yes. But are you suspecting me just because I live next door? Miller shrugged. Standard procedure. We have to ask everyone. How was your relationship with 5B? Terrible, I admitted. They were loud. I called the cops on them before. You can check the records.